Bruce, I really appreciate you taking the time to come on the ExPat Show. Thanks so much.
My pleasure.
I'm pretty sure that many of us, including today's medical community, will agree that good circulation and improved cell energy contributes a bunch to health and well-being. And when you talk about applying high voltage to the body to boost health, many of us would back off in fear. But there is a historical relationship with electricity and health, hence the use of the violet ray high-frequency current since the early 1900s. Bruce, what's the history behind electricity and health, and how does the violet ray technology fit in?
Electricity and health are inextricably combined. From the discovery of magnetism in ancient times to the discovery of the Leyden jar, 1775, to the invention of the Tesla coil by Nikola Tesla in 1891, electricity has been applied to the body. And now, today, the human body is seen as an electrical system, and it's even referred to as the body electric by Dr. Robert Becker.
Tesla was a very interesting character, wasn't he? Back in the 1900s, was it?
Absolutely. The late 1800s and the early 1900s, he was an amazing inventor. He would construct things, he would construct inventions in his mind's eye. And after he would get them to work in his mind, that's when he would put them on paper. He was a brilliant man. Tesla created a whole new chapter in healthcare in the 1900s. That's when doctors started using his high frequency to treat their patients.
I see. And not to get off the track, but I understand that it is our alternating current today that's traced right back to Tesla.
That's right. As a matter of fact,
it wasn't Edison.
No, it was Tesla that developed the alternating current and actually changed everything. The violet ray uses high frequency. And the best way to describe high frequency is to start with a description of direct current. A regular flashlight battery produces direct current. You can imagine direct current as a horizontal line, a straight line of electron flow. But alternating current's different. It oscillates back and forth, above and below this imaginary line, positive, negative, and it does it 60 times a second, or 60 cycles per second, and it creates a frequency. Now this is low-frequency current. It's like regular house current, and this is dangerous and it's painful if you touch it. Now, Nikola Tesla used a transformer, a condenser, and a Tesla coil to produce high frequency using this alternating current. Now, this high frequency is high voltage with very low amperage.
It's like a hose of water or something. The water comes out a lot, but there isn't that much pressure.
Exactly.
Something like that. Yeah, that's the way I heard it, but please go on. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, because the voltage is very high, he has the amperage very low, like you're saying, and it doesn't hurt the body.
Interesting.
Like regular electric current does. It turns into a very soothing spray of electricity, and again, safe because the amperage is low. When you apply it to the body, the violet ray will actually apply this to the body. You're using about 50,000 volts of high frequency.
Wow.
This goes in and out of the body, and it kind of bathes the body with electricity, kind of a soothing spray, like a shower.
You don't fry on the table.
Exactly.
Incredible.
It helps to reduce pain.
Could you quickly describe what the violet ray is?
Now, the violet ray, this shouldn't be confused with ultraviolet lamp, which is like a sun lamp. The violet ray is a handheld device, about 10 inches long, and it plugs into the regular electric current. And then on the end of it, it has a glass applicator. And imagine the handheld unit creates a high frequency because of the Tesla coil. It also has a transformer.
I see. So the electricity goes from the wall through a transformer into this glass vacuum. Okay, I got it now,
And then it kind of, when you take that glass electrode that's on the end of it and you touch it to your body, you get a spray of this static electricity. It shouldn't be used for more than 10 minutes, and you need to unplug this because they're kind of always on. And it's one of those things that it shouldn't be used, when you use it on the body, the spray of electricity, someone shouldn't consume alcohol when they've used it.
I see.
This type of electricity and alcohol just doesn't work in the cellular structure.
Mm-hmm. That's fascinating. So could you talk a little bit about the effect on the cells using high-frequency current?
We know the violet ray works with high frequency.
Yes.
It flows out of the glass applicator when it touches the body. Now, this produces a mild heating of the area. It gives a soothing feeling from this static charge. Now, this static charge, we talked about the cycles per second flowing in and out. The static charge is flowing in and out of your cells at 60 cycles per second, creating kind of like a cellular massage.
Wow.
It's said to increase the blood flow in the area, increase oxygen into the cells, into the blood, increase the elimination of cellular waste,
really?
Enhance cellular, it's
fabulous.
Enhance cellular metabolism. It soothes the nerves. It also creates ozone, which has many benefits to the body, including the destruction of unhealthy bacteria.
You mean through the glass, the electrical charge affects the oxygen atoms and creates an active form of oxygen.
Yep, it turns it into ozone, which is 3 elements of oxygen. That's caused by this sparking effect with the violet ray.
So, Bruce, based on historical observation, some of the data, what are some of the effects being reported of a violet ray treatment?
Most people report the reduction of pain.
Mm-hmm.
Many people use it for skin blemishes, firming of the skin, stimulating the healing effect of the cells. People use it on their lymph nodes, along their vertebrae, up and down their spine for increased energy. In the early 1900s, barbers used it on the scalp to stimulate hair growth by increased circulation.
Really?
Even during Casey's time, they said it would charge the centers of the nervous system and make better coordination between the sympathetic.
Now, when you say Edgar Casey's time, Edgar Casey, I remember, was considered a psychic.
A lot of people considered him kind of like the father of holistic medicine. He talked about a lot of different things, and that question came up, and he said it would kind of give you a jump start or energy into the system.
Casey was quite phenomenal. Is this technology available to the general public?
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, we make it available.
Great.
But there's a violet ray book, too. We have it on our website. We have it in our catalog. And the violet ray book, it's written with, it helps people distinguish between some of the outlandish things made in the early 1900s. Maybe some people can consider them quack claims. And you can look at that and balance them with reasonable healthcare applications that can be used today.
That's fabulous. Now, your website is baar.com.
Yes. You have 2 A's and 1 R, like 2 apples sitting on a bar.
I really appreciate you talking with us about it. Thank you, Bruce.